Hello, everybody. We got two returns today. It's Tuesday, February 25th. And one of the returns is our first spring training return. I did mark the spring training returns like this just because I sort of like to have some kind of prep or knowledge of what I'm opening before I open it, even though in a general sense I like to be surprised. So I know it's a spring training, and I know it's from Phoenix, which means it's probably a brewer. But let's do some quick trivia, then we'll rip these, and then we'll be done, I guess. There's only two of them after all. So, which announcer is famous for exclaiming, "You can put it on the board, yes, yes," during a home run? He actually does it during all other times, too. Kind of criticized a lot for being a homer. I'm one of the people that criticized him. He retired recently. We'll talk about that in a minute. Birmingham, Alabama. I have my suspicion I know who this is. I'm hoping I'm correct because he's not historically been a great signer. But I saw some successes from Bob Veal on sportscollectors.net. Needed him on a 64 and a 73. But only had this one in hand. So it looks like he used a ballpoint, which I don't mind on vintage. As a matter of fact, I like. But it was not a super great one. But I'll happily take this. Played most of his career with the Pirates. Was a two-time All-Star. Appeared on a couple of league leader cards. I don't remember if it was strikeouts or wins or whatever. But he was a pretty dominant in the 70s, 60s and 70s. And I got looking at his biography before I sent this card out, and his dad played Negro League ball for the Birmingham Black Barons, and he did concessions during games, and he threw batting practice, and one day when he was like 13 or 14, a manager put him in a game against other like adult men, Negro Leaguers, and it was kept off the official records because he was a minor, but that's pretty crazy. Talk about trial by fire. But he went on to have a successful big league career, and now he's signing. I want to say he's like a 20% signer or something. So real happy to get that. Our first spring training return. I think I know who it is. The Brewers are the only team that have an actual Phoenix address, and this is postmarked Phoenix. And I really only sent to one brewer that would be back already. On a total whim, you know what? I might be wrong because there's two cards in here. Oh, okay. Mariner coach. The Mariners train in Peoria, so that tells me that their stuff goes to Phoenix to get processed. So I might see some more Phoenixes because I do have Mariners stuff out. So former national manager Manny Acta. There's a 2007 A&G and a 2000, what year is this? 11 Heritage. Been a bench coach with the Mariners for quite a while now, several years. I think he even might predate the Scott Service era. I'm kind of going from memory, so I can't say for sure, but he's been around a while. Happy to get that. Love getting Heritage and Allen Ginter and, of course, Vintage. So good day for me. Just two returns. First spring training return. So who is this? Who am I? Which announcer is famous for exclaiming, "You can put it on the board, yes, yes," during a home run? He is commonly referred to as like the all-time homer play-by-play guy. And when his team scored, he yelled and screamed and this and that, and when they were doing poor, I remember one time somebody hit a grand slam to beat the White Sox, and on the radio, I don't think they beat him, but it put him ahead like in the 8th, and he didn't even call it. Like, he just total radio silence because he was so upset. And I appreciate the passion, but when you have a job to do, anyway, I wasn't his biggest fan. He did sign TTM for me on a 64 a couple years ago. So for that, Huck Harrelson, thank you. But I don't think you were super great at your job, as good as some other people anyway. That's it for now. Quick rip on a Tuesday. Probably won't be any action tomorrow unless I get a blaster of Heritage, which I hope to. And failing that, we'll see on Thursday or Friday.